Looking, Deputy Mooney, how may I help you?
Good morning, Deputy Mooney. Could I have Herman Moore down at the Polycom room?
Most certainly.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Bye. Morning, Autumn.
Good morning.
I looked on web jamming, but she had already bonded out.
Yeah, I wasn't on call, so I couldn't.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. And there was no new case, so it must have been some sort of arrest. I didn't know if she was, I thought her probation was done.
Oh, no, she was doing weekend in jail, according to the.
Oh, did she? Okay. Okay. All right, so it wasn't something new. That's
No.
Okay. Debbie is with us. Jordan is with us. Debbie, your clients on the very difficult landlord-tenant case from last April were here at our counter today, expressing their frustration, and we directed them back to you. They thought the COVID stay ended in March, and we informed it was still in effect. But as I understand it, that tenant has made zero effort to pay any rent since last April, and there may be some options.
Thank you.
Good morning. Are you Kayla?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Kayla, I know you're probably nervous. Could you take the gum out of your mouth? There should be a basket in there. Your lawyer should be here with us shortly.
There's a piece of Kleenex up there.
I don't know where I'm gonna go. All right, I'll bring in Misty Collette, who is John Bush's client, and I've asked them to bring Herman Moore in for Jordan. And Kayla Smith is present in our conference room. Misty Collette is attempting to connect. John Bush is here. And Deborah Davis is here. And Kayla Smith is here, but Luke Nausinger is not. Jordan Yancey is here, but Herman Moore is not. So we don't have an alignment of the stars and the moon to proceed yet.
Liberty Bell went well this morning.
Thank you. That was very nice to see such a large turnout from the Bar Association. Saw Bob Copen was on the feed, Bob Brothers. Yeah, it was very nice. Well-deserved recipient. Misty, can you hear me? Could you unmute your microphone?
There we go.
Good morning. Can you turn your video on?
This is a new phone. Let me see. Let's see here. How do I do that? Okay. Shoot. Okay. I don't know how to do. Oh, right there.
Well, there should be a little camera down in the corner.
Okay, hold on one second.
Can't do it. May have to just make do with what we got.
Let's see. Shit. Shoot. Did I do it?
No, we'll just make do with what we have. Can you
Okay.
see us?
Yes, I can. I can
Well, I
see you.
can't see. How do I look?
You are, gosh. I just,
Never mind.
I'm speechless.
All right. Well, we can't see you, but we can hear you. This is file 201553. It's entitled People versus Misty Dawn Collette. Ms.
Yep.
Collette was originally charged with retail fraud in the 3rd degree, and this was set for a deferral. And Mr. John Bush is here, and Ms. Deborah Davis. John, it appears from what I could see that the elements of the deferral have been completed.
I believe that is accurate, Judge.
Misty,
Yes.
appears that you have completed the economic crime class
Yes.
and that you have completed your community service. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, you held up your end of the deal. You would be surprised how often people don't.
Really?
This is a special deal. It's not under statute or anything, but the prosecutor makes an arrangement with certain first offenders to dismiss it. So Deborah, it appears she has completed the economic crime class. She did her community service at,
Wagner's.
well, Wagner's is a grocery store. What did you do there?
They have a food, like a food drive type thing.
Food pantry?
Yeah. And they do that. And I just help with the, like the stocking and the,
Which store were you at? The one in Lawton?
yep.
Okay. All right, Deborah, you got anything to add?
No, Your Honor. I'm glad that she completed it. It's nice to see when it works out.
Thank you.
I've had clients complete it, Judge, but rarely does anybody have it completed at the first court date. So I commend her for getting up and doing this.
Well, it's a great deal. The charge just goes away, and you'd be amazed how many people don't. So on motion of the prosecutor, this matter is dismissed.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
It will not result in any conviction and should not appear as a conviction on your record.
Thank you.
Are you still at the 82nd Avenue address?
No, we discussed that last time. I moved about 2 years ago.
Let me see what I got here. I have a Goebbels address, 23rd Avenue. All right. Miss Dotson Collette, you did what was asked of you. You made a foolish mistake. You just undid it. And the
you.
charge is dismissed and you're free to go on about your business.
God bless you guys. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. All right, you can thank the prosecutor for that.
Thank you,
Thank you.
prosecutor.
Thank you, Judge.
I agree, John. It's nice when they actually do it as directed. But you need more clients like that one.
Yes.
All right, you're good to go. Thank you.
God bless you guys.
All right, thank you. All right, Jordan, could you join us? Good morning. Thank you for coming to Liberty Bell this morning. We had a nice turnout.
We did.
And we didn't have a reception though. Anyway, Mr. Herman Moore is in custody. This is file 183718. It's entitled People versus Herman Carson Moore. It was domestic violence second offense that allegedly occurred on Christmas Eve of 2018. We've been chasing Mr. Moore around for about 3.5 years to bring closure to this matter. He was charged with domestic violence second offense on his at that time girlfriend Elizabeth Puchetta. He pled guilty to domestic violence first offense and didn't show up for sentencing. He had several bench warrants. I counted his jail credit. I count 17 days jail. 2 days at the front end, 7 days at a bench warrant in last summer. Then he got picked up in December and he entered a plea. I let him out of jail after 2 days, and then he didn't show up again. And then he got picked up on a bench warrant and I left him in jail till we could complete this matter. He's been in custody for 17 days on an offense that was methamphetamine driven 3.5 years ago. Ms. Davis, my inclination is to simply order 17 days jail, minimal fine, and bring closure to this matter. Do you have a position on that?
Your Honor, the victim in this case never responded to any of the paperwork, even back when this occurred. So we do not have any input on this. The typical domestic violence case would be a probation, but being that it's been so long, I'm not really sure what Mr. Moore's even been doing, so I'd leave it at the court's discretion.
Jordan, you have anything to add?
No, Your Honor, I would indicate that Mr. Moore has some significant jail credit on this case. I believe the last time we were here, it looked as though he had 20 to 25 days, and I'm sure there's more than that with this last.
Well, I must have counted it wrong because I counted 17.
Okay.
At any rate, Mr. Moore, I know you've been struggling for the last couple of years and trying to get by, but you keep missing the court dates. This case probably should have been resolved back in 2018. If I let you out of jail, where are you going to go?
Probably to my brothers, Calvin Singletons.
I forgot, you and Calvin are half brothers. A lot of fast people in your family. You weren't as fast as Calvin was, but you were pretty fast. Herman ran track for Three Rivers High School. I'm going to give you 17 days, credit 17 days. And a minimum allowable fine of $75 and $50 state minimum fee. I left you in last time for 6 days because I had to have an available slot for the court and available slot for Jordan. But this took place, as I said, there was methamphetamine underlying it. I'm not sure how your struggle is going at this point. I don't even know where Ms. Puchetta is, and she did not really cooperate much with the prosecutor's office. So you're going to get booked out here in a little bit. Maybe you'll get lunch first. Herman, how about if you don't come back and see me for a while?
That's great. That'd be awesome.
All right, you're good to go. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Middleton. Thank you, Jordan.
All right.
Thank you, Ms. Davis.
Thank you.
Kelvin Singleton, I think single-handedly set four state records in various races.
And the relay teams. We had a lot of fast kids that year.
Yeah, well, when he ran the 200, he looked like he was shot out of a cannon, but that was a long time ago.
Not that long ago. Don't age me too much.
Okay, all right.
All right, thank you, Judge. Thanks, Debbie.
Thanks, Jordan.
All right, we're going to deal here with Kayla Smith, but we're waiting for Luke, who's stuck in circuit court. I will email him. I didn't give him a date, $125, so I didn't even tell him about the fine. I guess I better waive it since I closed the record. All right, Ms. Smith, I have some questions I want to ask you, like where the heck have you been? But I don't want to do that till your lawyer joins us. Let me see if I can tell him that you're here. Ms. Smith, I'll put you in the waiting room. Well, I don't want to say much without Luke, but we haven't had any contact with her, neither has he. But he had status conference in circuit court. He did give us a heads up. So Autumn was hard pressed to really make any kind of recommendation. Debbie, I'll put you in the waiting room also. You're at your satellite office in Paris. Well, I twiddle my thumbs. Might as well stop recording a bunch of nothing. I thought we would be done with our sentences early today, but I was mistaken. Ms. Smith, I haven't forgotten about you. We're still waiting for your lawyer. I'm gonna go check the feed from Circuit Court and see what the status of his case is there. So I'll put you back. He appears to just be finishing. Sorry about the wait.
Sure.
Lonnie Williams is not on my calendar,
Oh, it was on the docket that Laura sent.
but it is on the docket, and I don't know what the status of it is. It's on the docket. It's not on the printed one I have in front of me, and I don't have the file. TJ Reed and Jason Workema. It is set for this morning. Something's up. Neither of them are here.
Is that a special prosecutor one?
Lonnie's in jail on some new charges. You know what? I think I meant to set that for Wednesday the 5th. And it's supposed to be on Wednesday rather than the 3rd. So I think it's set for Wednesday. Anyway, you've got things to do. I'll try to get you out of here. Autumn, could you join us? Excuse me, my allergies are. As I said, I thought this would be simple and straightforward. I thought, according to Judge Stutzman on the record, they got backed up a little bit by Libertyville, but that was only half an hour. And then they apparently had a very complicated matter involving 6 files, which backed up the rest of their morning. Luke did advise us that he thought he might be up there, but he also advised he hadn't had any contact from Ms. Smith, and here he is now.
Sorry. Thank you for being
No need to apologize. We were just expressing the circuit court got backed up. You were very busy dealing with other matters. You had a special prosecutor and some other things. Plus, we didn't expect Kayla was going to show up since we haven't heard anything from her, but here she is. So this is file 21532FY, People versus Kayla Shea Smith. That's you, ma'am?
Yes.
Ms. Smith was charged with possession of methamphetamine as a second drug double offense. It was reduced to a misdemeanor, use of methamphetamine. The matter was set for sentencing today. I had directed to have a pre-sentence investigation report to get me some assistance here. And Autumn Kiefer is here from the probation department. Autumn made several efforts to reach out to the defendant without success. The defendant never contacted the probation department. I checked with Autumn on Friday and said, hey, have you heard from this woman yet? And she said, no. And Luke and I had contact, and he said, I haven't heard from her either. But she is here on the time and date designated for sentence in this matter. Let me ask this. Kayla, where have you been?
I wasn't aware that like I was supposed to contact anybody. Like I didn't. After our last court meeting, like I wasn't aware that I was supposed to do anything after.
Well, how about if I just give you 90 days in jail and shoot from the hip? Because I don't know anything about anything. I wanted to get information about you and your background, and the phone numbers you gave us didn't work, and you didn't contact your
Phone numbers
lawyer.
didn't work. I don't receive no mail at my mother's house where I live. I haven't been receiving any mail there at all. I'm expecting like other mail from other places. I'm not receiving none of it at my mother's house. My phone, it does work. It is my number. I still have that phone number. I still have that phone. Like, I'm not.
Well, how come you never called your lawyer?
I wasn't given a card for it to like to call him a number or nothing. I wasn't given no paperwork the last time that I was.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were. We gave you all the paperwork with your lawyer's name on it, and yes, you wouldn't have even known to be here the first time. So we gave you that at your arraignment when the original arraignment happened. Luke, do you have any suggestions here?
Yeah, I guess would the court be inclined to set up a time now for Kayla to meet with Mrs. Kiefer and reset the sentencing? I don't think we know enough. I thought the purpose of this morning was to, for the PSI to be completed. So I guess I would ask for that. I haven't had any contact, so I'm not really prepared to proceed this morning.
All right. I'm going to put you in a breakout room for a minute with Autumn and Luke, and I want you to give them your phone number and address. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. You can't stay in your office indefinitely. Maybe you could just stay there for several weeks.
Like 2. At least we have high-speed internet here. I mean,
Well, that's something. This was a lot of dead air here waiting to get this done. I have a busy civil docket starting at 1:15. I thought, well, we'll be done with this by 11:15. Maybe not. I didn't expect that would take very long. I'm gonna close the breakout room. That'll give them 60 seconds. All right, Miss Smith did make the effort to come here, which shows me that she's not completely ignoring things. She may have just been confused. Luke, let's try again. Autumn, I'm sorry. June, let's take a look here. How about if we go to Monday, June 7th at 11? Does that work for you, Luke?
That Wednesday, June 7th?
No, Monday, June 7th.
Oh, I'm on July, that's why. Here we go.
Well, my problem is I was in the wrong year. That's what happened to Lonnie Williams.
I gotta double check.
I'm
Yes.
all mixed up.
Monday, June 7, 2021. That works.
Autumn, you now have her phone number and information?
Oh, that doesn't work.
I tried calling the phone number and it rang today, so hopefully when I call her for her PSI that's scheduled, it rings and she answers.
All right, now what I want you to do, Miss Smith, the problem is it's just before lunch. Once you go to the day reporting center on your way back home and test for methamphetamine, are you going to be positive in your test? All right, well, that'll save us some time.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, June 7 doesn't work. I was at 11 p.m.
Well, I won't be here at 11 p.m. Autumn might be, Debbie.
Your Honor,
But I'll be, huh?
if the defendant has just admitted to using methamphetamine in violation of her bond, perhaps we could just take her into custody on the bond violation and Autumn can do her PSI in the next day or two. I mean, she's at the courthouse, security could take her into custody.
All right, that's probably appropriate. That's what I would have done.
I mean, I certainly appreciate her honesty.
Samantha.
Oh, Samantha, I'm sorry, I dialed the wrong number, but nice talking to you.
Hi.
Hi. What's the bailiff out front, 606? 566?
Yes. I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, 656. Listen, it's a Monday, okay?
It's a Monday.
Security, I would like to take Miss Smith into custody. The two of you there or just one?
Just me.
You have to call for somebody to come.
Centerville PD here.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Ms. Smith, you already fulfilled what we had thought. When people are struggling with drug addiction, they don't contact their lawyer, we can't contact them, they don't contact the probation department, they're floating around like a feather in the wind, and you're still struggling with methamphetamine. So the bond is canceled. Autumn will make arrangements to fit in a PSI this week.
Your Honor, I'll go over on Wednesday morning. I'll clear it with the jail.
All right, then let's tentatively set this. Luke, we all have a very busy day on Friday. Oh, no, I've got a judicial conference. Yee. Well, I'm going to tentatively set it for next Monday, May 10, 21 at 11. If Autumn can get the PSI done sooner, it could be sooner. Ms. Smith, I'm not mad at you. I'm always disappointed. Methamphetamine is so powerfully addictive. We let people out and say, hey, don't use anymore. We're not doing enough testing. There's no impetus to not use. You're still struggling, which is why it's been so hard to get a hold of you. So I'm going to lodge you, and Autumn will come see you, and we'll try to get this done as soon as we can. If it won't be any sooner, it'll be next Monday at 11 a.m. All right, thank you. Thank you, Luke, for trying to be two places at once. Deborah, you got other things to deal with. I'll let you all go.
Thank you.